Hi all, in this session we are going to learn one of the most important service in Azure DevOps called Repos. Here in this session we are going to learn what is Repos, where we are going to use this Repos and how to use the Repos. Everything we are going to discuss in detail in these sessions. And let us quickly understand what do you mean by Repo. Repo is a shortcut for repository. What is the purpose of repository? In order to save some files. Here in IT terminology, if I want to save my code, where I can be saved? In repos only. So what I will get by using the repository? I can be able to manage my code. Means what are the things which I want to do on the code, I can be able to do with the help of repo services. So I can manage the code by using the repo. What I will do? I can manage the code. I can keep the code. I can replicate the code. I can pull the code. I can push the code. Whatever the activities I want to do on code, I can be do with the help of repo services. Okay. Here quickly understand what do you mean by version control system. Repo is okay. You understood. In repo we are going to save our code. Let us understand what do you mean by version control system. Version control system is nothing but a maintaining multiple versions of the same file. Suppose you are a developer. You had developed some file and you had allocated one project. The project is in the initial stage. You are developed, it is in the initial stage. On the day one, you had developed some code. Okay, and you saved somewhere. On the second day, you start from the same file and you do some kind of modification. And on the second day, again you save the file. On the third day, you can add some keys, some additional piece of code and you save the file. On the fourth day, and continuously you are going to some addition or deletion on day by day and you are going to save the file. The file is same, but you are doing some kind of multiple modifications or changes to the code. Means, and if I want to change the file on every day as each version, different version, then how I can do? Means, if you on the fourth day, I thought, suppose I had developed the project for 30 days. So on the 15th day, the code which I had developed is working perfectly. And right now I am in the 30th day. I found the code which I had developed on 30 day is not working properly as compared with the code which I had developed on the 15th day. I want to get back to the 15th day folder or 15th day file which I had developed. How I will go? If you every time if you modify and save, if you don't have the version control system, how you will be able to access? It's not at all possible. So that's why to maintain the multiple versions of the same file, we are going to use the version control system. Then what are the version control systems available in the market? There are a lot of version control systems tools are available in the market like Git, GitLab, SVN, Bitbucket, P4, Stash. There are a lot of things are there. There are a lot of tools are which are available on the market. As per your project requirement, you are going to choose that particular version control system. Generally, how many version control systems are there? I'm going to show to you. Generally, we have two types of version control systems are there. The one is distributed version control system and the second one is centralized version control system. So by comparing with the version centralized version control system, the distributed control version system have some kind of advanced features. Like if you are using some kind of centralized version, so I'm going to show to you here. Assume this is a centralized version system. Multiple users or employees are working on the repository. Suppose if it is a centralized repository, what they will do? If user 1 is working on repository, the user 2 and user 3 need to be sit idle without doing anything on the code, because of the user 1 is already working on the repo. He can't, the user 2 and user 3 can't be able to do anything on the repo. This is the biggest disadvantage by using the centralized version control system. And this disadvantage has been overcome by using the distributed version control system. Git is a global information tracker. It is a distributed version control system. If I use a distributed control version system, then multiple users can work on the repository at a time. That has been possible with help of Git global information tracker. Okay, and so how the distributed version control system is working, everything I had mentioned in detail in the document. Just please have a look on it, then you will get a better understanding how the workflow is going on, how the workflow happen between everything, you will let you know. And coming to the repo, we have two types of repos are there. One is local repo and the second one is remote repo. If you are going to develop the code in your local machine, you had created the folder or repo in locally, that will be called as local repo. And if you are pushing the code into the remote repo, that may be in Azure DevOps portal, or that may be in GitHub, that may be in somewhere, you will be called as a remote repository. Two types of repos are there: local, remote. You are going to develop your code in the local repo, and once your development has been done, you are going to push the code to the remote repository, where organization is going to use the code which is in the remote repository only. Hope you guys got my point. So I am going to show to you some softwares which you need to download on your local machine while doing practical sessions. Here you need to download Git, Tortoise Git, and Visual Studio Code. So it is these three tools must be installed on your local machine while doing the practical sessions. Okay, and I had provided links as well. Just please use these links and install on your machine. I am going to use the same. Just click control, click on the link. I am going to show it to you each and everything step by step how to do anything. So here directly you will be redirected towards the Git portal page. There, latest resource release download for Windows. Just click here, and automatically you will be redirected to the next page. There, just check 64-bit Git for Windows setup. Click here, and then it will be downloaded soon. And at the same time, I need to download the Tortoise Git as well. What is the purpose of Git and what is the purpose of Tortoise Git? Git is, as usual, I'm going to install on my local machine in order to push the code, in order to pull the code different. And Git Tortoise makes visualization. So what the things are going on, I will show to you in practical session, then you will have some kind of better understanding. So just click here, and Git, it has been downloaded. Just click here. So installation of any application is very simple. You simply, yes, click on next, 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 next. Use mini DDV, use default terminal. No, next, next. Don't do anything. Just click on next, next, next. Install. Then the Git will be installed as soon as possible on your local machine. In the similar way, I am going to install the Tortoise Git. I am going to select the 64-bit. 32-bit is no one is using the 32-bit Windows right now. So almost all the people are using the 64-bit Windows only. So just click here. Once you click on the downloads, then automatically it is going to download on your machine. Just click here. Yes, it is going to prepare. Just click on next, 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 install. It is going to install. Yes, simple. It is very simple. Installation of application on Windows machine is very easy. Okay, and once you had done, then go to Visual Studio. Here, just Windows Visual Studio 2022 for Windows. Okay, simply Professional Enterprise. free download. So once it has been downloaded, just open the file, click on S, continue. So it will take some time to get it installed on your machine. So once it has been successfully installed, just please make sure. Guys, please install these softwares on your machine while doing the practical sessions. Without having these tools, it is not possible to do the labs. So that's why I'm going to show the step by step how to install these applications. For this only I had taken this session. So once these tools has been successfully installed on my local machine, then in the next session I'm going to show to you how to work on it. So I'm going to use for which purpose I'm going to use this for Azure app, web app. So whatever, so which purpose you are using, so accordingly you can select. So Node.js, like there are a lot of things are there, so you can select some basic things and install. Because of generally for what purpose we are going to install this Visual Studio installer, generally in order to work with the Azure and Azure DevOps. So that's why I just selected those things and I just click on install. Then it is going to take some time to get it installed. And here if you observe, here one icon has been added. So just complete the git setup widget, finish. Yes, successfully it has been done. And then what is the pending with me? So it is going to take some time, guys. So as you know now, it is going to download some 3.23 GB of data from the internet. Because of that, it is going to take some time, but it will be surely it will be done. Maybe based on the internet speed, it is going to install as soon as possible. So this is the way how we can install the Git tortoise and Visual Studio installer on your local machine. Once please try the same things from your laptops as well. Then once you had installed successfully, then in the next section, in the next session, we are going to do some kind of practical sessions on Git. How we are going to push in the code, how we are going to pull the code, how we are going to merge the code. So there are a lot of things which we can practice on Git. So it is a management of code, nothing but a source code management tool, that will be called as a SCM tools, source code management tools. This will be called as source code management tools. 99% of the majority of the companies are using Git only. It is a hotcake. The majority of the companies are use Git in order to manage their source code. So that's why in Azure DevOps portal only, suppose if you see in the ADO portal, I am going to show to you the dev.azure.com. Here also we are using. So right now I am going to click on the Azure DevOps. The Visual Studio is still is running. It is a 13% completed up to now. Just minimize it. It is going to run as usual. Suppose right now you are in the dev test 98 project. Just switch to SB application dev, and right now you are in the project one. So based on the project name, one default repo will be created in Azure Repo. If you want to check, just click on repos. Here by default with the project name, one repo has been successfully created or not. Yes, this is the remote repo. And how to create the local repo, I'm going to show it in the next sections once the Visual Studio code has been successfully installed on my machine. I hope in the next session I'm going to show to you each and everything. So this is the guys about the Git and version control system, repos, and the installation of some kind of basic tools. Hope you guys understood this section, and thank you for watching my videos, guys. And I will meet you in the next session with a new topic like lab on Git. So until signing off, thank you guys. Bye bye.